We are currently on the proctoring page of the Candidates Testing Center module. Here you can efficiently manage and monitor test attempts from all tests on one page, review candidate recordings, and grade them as a proctor, handle special accommodation requests, and create and review special requests sent to candidates. On this page, you have access to the following views: candidate monitoring, special accommodations, special requests. To filter the test attempts you can monitor, choose the specific test for which you want to see test attempts. Click the plus icon to change the test, and you can remove filters as needed. Select the testing session for which you want to see test attempts. Click the plus icon to change the testing session, and you can remove filters as needed. Also, you have additional filters under the table header. Attempt start time. Display test attempts started within the selected date range. Show suspended attempts in the table. Show inactive users. Include test attempts of users whose profile is inactive. In the table, you can pause the testing session for all candidates in the testing session. Write a message that will be displayed to candidates when the session is paused. Resume the testing session if it was paused. Open supervision mode. Enter the proctoring supervision dashboard to monitor proctoring sessions, live or review, and grade past proctoring sessions. Pause the testing session for a specific candidate. Write a message that will be displayed to the candidate when the session is paused. You can also resume it. Open proctoring report for the candidate. Depending on the test setting, the proctor must grade the candidate's behavior during the test for the attempt to be fully graded. In this case, the proctoring report will impact the final test result. If a candidate passes the test but receives a negative proctor's grade, they will fail the test. The default proctoring grade is neutral. If a candidate completes the test and the proctor leaves a behavior report with a neutral grade, a user with higher level privileges should review the video for potential suspicious behavior. They will then decide whether to categorize the rating as positive or negative. The candidate's report remains incomplete until the proctoring report is graded as positive or negative. Open video recording for the candidate, allowing proctors to live monitor candidates during the test and/or view the recording after the test is finished. View the progress of the candidate by tracking the event log and the status of each test question. You can see action logs, displaying all actions with timestamps for the attempt. Question status shows the time a user spent on each question. For tests with multiple sections, you can also view the time spent on each section and the time spent on each question within the section. Prohibit the candidate from taking the test attempt. However, if there are multiple testing sessions in the test, the candidate can book another testing session and take the test. Open personal report for the candidate. Allow an additional 5 minutes for a candidate in real time. This option only works if the candidate is currently taking a test. You can use this option an unlimited number of times. Add special accommodations for the candidate. View special accommodations for the candidate. Remove special accommodation for the candidate. Create or edit special requests for the candidate. To preview the recording of a test-taking process, click the camera icon, which will take you to the proctoring software. When accessing the proctoring report, you can rate the test attempt, choose the grade, optionally write a comment to explain the grade, and save your evaluation. Download the PDF report for the candidate. Special accommodations refer to customized support provided during test taking for users with unique needs. This can include special accommodations like additional time, screen reading, and others. Special accommodation applies only to the test attempt for which it is created. On this page, you can choose the specific test for which you want to see special accommodations. Click the plus icon to change the test, and you can remove filters as needed. Select the testing session for which you want to see special accommodations. Click the plus icon to change the testing session, and you can remove filters as needed. Create a new special accommodation request. Time accommodation that can be added if the test has a time limit for the entire test. You can choose one of the following options: manually defined time, extra time, Double the amount of the original test time. Extra time, 50% of the original test time. Extra time, 1 hour. Other special accommodations. Define other special accommodations in free-form text, such as allowing food and drink during the test. Required to have one-on-one session with a proctor. Allow the candidate to have a separate testing session with a proctor who will monitor the entire test-taking process. The status of special accommodation can be pending. Special accommodation still needs to be resolved. Approved. The proctor has approved the requested special accommodation. Rejected. The proctor has declined the requested special accommodation. Manage special accommodation requests. Edit special accommodation requests. Remove special accommodations regardless of their status. Special requests are used to request information or documentation from candidates, either before or after a test. For instance, if a candidate needs to provide an ID before a test and it's found invalid, the instructor can send a special request for a valid ID to avoid cancelling the test attempt. On this page, you can choose the specific test for which you want to see special requests. Click the plus icon to change the test, and you can remove filters as needed. Select the testing session for which you want to see special requests. Click the plus icon to change the testing session, and you can remove filters as needed. Create a new special request. You can choose a specific test and then a candidate before adding the request. View details of already sent special requests. Click this button to refresh the table. If you want to hide specific columns from this table, click on this button and uncheck the columns you want to hide. After making changes, click Save Table Settings to save the table layout for your user account. You can also export the language table with all the information in formats of Excel or PDF. Please refer to the Help section or watch our instructional videos in the application's top right corner for further information or assistance.